And here we go. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do some buffet codes. Sorry, yeah, I think it's all good. Alright, so today's goal is to just try and do some porting to C++. Right, let me quickly open the stuff that I want to open on my second laptop just to see our chat. I usually use my second monitor for nothing. I mean, I use it, but it's mostly for coding or seeing the differences and all, right? But I'll try to keep it here. Anyway, so today's target is plain and simple, that we should try and attempt to port as much as possible for the three column layout. Please note that I have not set up the testing environment yet, so that's still fine. Like, till the point I feel that I'm closing in to implementing the three column layout, I might test it on a VM, but for now this is fine. So let me quickly go to the git diff. What we have done so far, we have this change just for my Vim tag completion and everything. To do what should be its default value, master size. So whenever we instantiate the object for the layout class, we get the master size, and I think from what I remember, we did set up, yeah, we did set it to 1. So that's okay, I can remove that comment. All right, so what I was trying to do was I was trying to go backwards. So a lot of people do this thing where they first implement the basic infrastructure, then they go ahead and do high level stuff. What I like doing is I like designing on how things will look, right, in terms of high level. Like, for example, three column layout, how will it look like? What should be the class? How should you instantiate things? What should be the default values and all? And start imagining, or even start porting accordingly, that okay, let's imagine that this utility class exists, let's imagine that this function exists, and then take it forward, so that I at least have an idea what I want to do. Today I want to take one step back, okay, and what I want to do is I want to go through the three column layout.ts file, which is the basic implementation of the three layout in TypeScript, right? And starting from there, then I'll try to port it to C++, because once I've gone through the whole code, it will give me a better idea about what is required and what is not, right? And then we can probably do it better, right? So all right, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, wherever it is instantiated, this is the constructor, right? This dot config is equal to config, that's what you get. This dot master ratio is equal to 0.6, master size equal to 1. Makes sense? Okay. So by default, the master size is 1. I think you can increase it, right? Yeah, you can increase it, right? And so there's a keyboard shortcut to increase that, and you will see it later that it's also implemented. This adjust function is not required right now. I mean, let's look at the apply function, which is always, so whenever you toggle the layout to three column layout, this is what is called, right? So I can show you, I guess. Let me see if I can get it. I think three column layout, add layout, that is there, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, it should be here somewhere. What is this? This is three column layout.ts file. This is cloning, so that's apply. I think you should get it in apply. This is all CCLS code. This is not useful. We'll look at it. Okay, for now you can just ignore it. Anyways, let's take a look at the execute action method, what we have. So what this does, it takes an engine and it takes an action, right? So there you have these two parameters, right? And this action is probably what you want to do. So you can do different things, as I told you, right? You can increase the master area window count, how many windows can be in the master area, right? And you can do this dot resize master engine +1, that means go forward, increase the master size by 1, right? So this is what it does. Increase master size by 1, and then also resize it, right? Resize it accordingly. So we'll look at it how it is done, I guess, right? And if it is of decrease master area window count, then you do -1, you go backwards. And else if action is instance of decrease layout master area size, right? That makes sense. Alright, do you guys want to see the master layout? Let me quickly show that to you. So this is a 3-column layout, right? And this is what you see. So what if I want to increase the window count? If I increase the window count, so you see I've made it 2 now. So now number of windows that are available, like that are in this 3-column layout, is 2. So that's what happens. Now here I'm changing the size of the master area, right? So increase layout master area size, then you get the master ratio. What should be the new master ratio? And every time you do that, it is plus 0.05 and minus 0.05. If you're decreasing, it is minus 0.05, and then you get the ratio. But yeah, they try to keep it between min master ratio and max master ratio, right? So if I keep doing it, see, I think it's it can go till 0, right? So this is what's happening, right? So let me quickly reduce the master size to 1 again, and there you see now it is back to 3 columns here. But if I increase it to 2, now you see in the master area there was supposed to be 2 terminals because I increased the master size, right? So that's what happens. So let me quickly close it. All right, so if action is an instance of increased layout master area size, it will slide this dot master ratio by 0.05. Right, and it clips it between min master ratio and max master ratio. What is min master ratio, by the way? It is 0.2 and 0.75. But I think I've changed it depending on, I'm not sure. I'll have to see. I think there's some setting that you can do. All right, and then we have else action dot execute without layout override. So that's you have. So given the action, you can execute that. Okay, so this comes as an argument here, right? You can see over here, right? So this comes. All right, so where is it called? So let's just try to see. Execute action. Yeah, there you go. Something like this, right? Action.ts file. So if current layout.execute action exists, then you call that function, right? With the this.engine is the first parameter, and then you call this, which is the basic action object, right? And that's it. And you get the current layout is the one that is on the current screen, right? So right now that the screen that you see, it's called surface, by the way, in Bismuth. Right, whatever the layout is, it will get the current layout. If it has a function called execute action, then it will execute it for you, right? And then they have this abstract function which you can implement for your own layout, right? Then they have focus next window, focus previous window, and all of that. Right, and so what do we need? The question is, what do we need to get started with the 3-column layout, right? That is the question. So ideally you need resize master, because you want to resize, right? And there's a step -1 or +1. So if you do this dot master size and just add it and clip it between 1 to 10. So the maximum step size is maximum master size is 10 and minimum is 1. So it's always gonna stay between 1 and 10. And then they have engine.show layout notification, which basically shows it that was a new master size for you, right? So that's okay. Then we have toString. So I think we need to implement this one, right? And we need to implement this one, resize master. We probably need to implement this one as well, execute action, and we will stick to the default action if there's any other demand, right? I mean, usually what you will need, right? You will need increase master area window count, decrease master area window count, decrease layout master area size, and increase layout master area size. What else might be required is focusing between windows, and that is different. That is totally different. You don't need to worry about it, right? But when you apply, right? So suppose you have open windows and you're in a floating mode right now. So let me do it. So as you can see, it says I'm in floating layout now. So let me open 2 more terminals. So you see, let me quickly show it to you. So how do you resize? All right, I need to, right? So suppose you have one terminal. Suppose you have the second terminal here, and you have the third terminal, and you have the fourth terminal in the background. Now if I apply the tiling layout, There you go. So this is tile layout. This is not what we want to see. We want to see the 3-column layout, right? There you go. So now it has all of them in the 3-column layout, right? So that is what happens when you shift it to 3-column layout. The apply function is called. So what does apply function do, right? So let's look at that. So tile all tileables. First of all, tileables dot for each you get. So you get all the windows that are tileable, right? Suppose one of the window is not supposed to be tiled. It's a floating window, so you don't need to tile it, right? So you get all of the tileable windows in tiles, right? And if tiles at length, I think I've talked about it before, that if the number of windows that need to be tiled is less than equal to this dot master size, that means it can stay on the master, right? For example, if I have, so let's say I have wait, let's go back to 3-column layout, right? And you see it says 2, that means the master size is 2. What that means is I can open another terminal and it can stay on the master window, right? There, as you can see, that there is no 3-column layout visible, but if I open another terminal, now it has started like slowly switching to the 3-column layout, right? So that's what it does. So layout utils for split area weighted and area, so right, it just splits based on some weightage given to each window, and area is the master area where you have to draw the windows on, I think, right? In tiles.map tile.weight. So if you're given a tile, for each tile in tiles you map it to tile.weight. And this .config.tile layout gap. So they I think they have a tile layout gap over here that is in the config, right? So I think whatever the this gap in between these two windows, that is a tile layout gap. That's what I understand. I might be wrong, that we'll see later. And then for each tile area comma I, so given a tile area comma I, you do tiles of I dot geometry equal to tile area. Makes sense, right? Once that is done, you perform whatever the output from split area weighted is, and for each of them you do these two, take two arguments, this for each tile area comma I, and then you do tiles of I. That means for each tile, that dot geometry will be equal to tile area, right? So that's how they do it. Cool. So let's only try to implement tiles dot length less than equal to this dot master size, and then we will go ahead and do for the next part. Okay, what I want to see is what is split area weighted. This looks like a static method. Yeah, split on area into multiple parts based on the given weight, right? So it says it needs the second parameter's weights, the weight of each part, and then it has the area to be splitted, right? And then it has a size of gaps between parts, param horizontal, if true split horizontally, otherwise vertically, right? So how does it do with default? The default is what? They don't pass anything over here, is it? Yeah, so they only have 3 arguments. That means they are considering the default value as it is optional, so maybe they consider something. So we'll see. So if it is undefined, then it is false, right? So if horizontal is not equal to undefined, then you make it horizontal, else it is false, right? So if you don't mention it, that's going to be false. That means you saw, right? If I open another terminal, that's going to be a vertical split, right? So that's what they do by default. And gap is not equal to undefined. If gap is undefined, then it takes it as 0. That means there is no gap, right? And then you have const line, which is basically looks like a list of 2 numbers, right? If it is horizontal, then it is area.x comma area.width. Right. Okay. So if you want to split windows horizontally, then it's going to be area.x comma area.width. We look at it, what it means, and then if it's vertical, then it is area.y comma area.height. And then you have const parts equal to layout utils dot split weighted line comma weights comma gap. Then it splits them, and then it does parts dot map begin comma length. If it is horizontal, then it's new rect begin comma area dot y comma length comma area dot height. So for each window they have a rectangle object being returned. That's what I understand, I guess. Yeah, right. And it starts with the begin and area.y if it is horizontal, right? So think about it. If it's horizontal, you're gonna need area.y, right? You don't really worry about area.x over there. But if it's vertical, then yeah, area.x will change, right? Because of course, think about it, right? This is, let's say 0, 0, then it is probably The x coordinate is going to remain same, but the y coordinate will change, right? So that's why they have area dot y comma area dot height here for vertical, right? And then they pass it to split weighted. They pass this line split weighted, and weights is something. So what was weights over here? Yeah, so for each tile you have a weight in the tiles. In the window you have a weight assigned to each window. We'll see what is the default weight. Don't worry about it. Right now let's go to split weighted. And then they have, again, for the gap default is 0. Const n equal to weights dot length, const actual length equal to length minus number of weights we got. That means number of windows we got. So let's say we have 2 windows. You got 2 windows, right? 2 minus 1 into gap. That is the actual length. What does actual length mean, by the way? So length is what? Yeah, here you go, begin comma length, right? So length is here. Let's say if you're doing a horizontal split, then the length is going to be what? By the way, by horizontal split I mean this, right? No, this is a vertical split. Yeah, this is, oh god, sorry, what was, where was it? Yeah, I think it was here. Yeah, it's by default false. That means it's a vertical split. Yeah, the reason I was confused was, sometimes you just feel, yeah, this is horizontal, right? Sorry, that was my bad, right? So it's a vertical split, right? So let's say if length is 2, that means number of windows you have on the screen is 2, right? And 2 minus n minus 1 is 2 minus 1 into gap, and let's say gap is 0. So that means the actual length is still 2. Okay, if the gap was 0.5, then the length will be different. Why does it matter? So what is the line actually, right? Like here this line was being passed as begin comma length, and begin was okay. So begin was area dot x, whatever the window you had, whatever the screen area dot x you have. So we are looking at area dot y here, by the way, because we are doing the vertical split, right? And area dot y comma area dot height. So let's say we have the height as 400 and area dot y is probably, yeah, the starting is 0 anyway, so right, we don't need to, I think that is usually, we can make that assumption. It's a safe assumption, to be honest. And gap is, let's say, 0.4. So what does it mean? So length is 2 minus 1 into 0.4, which is 2 minus 1.4, which is 0.6. So what does it mean? What does actual length mean over here? We'll see. Maybe this gap means something else that I'm kind of, misunderstanding. And the weight sum is what? Weights dot reduce sum comma weight is sum plus weight. So basically they are converting all of the weights to sum plus weight. Right. Let me quickly look at the arguments to it. So it takes a previous value and it takes a current value. Not this, I guess. What I'm looking for is just 2. Let me see what is being called. So this is sum comma weight, which gets converted to sum plus weight comma 0. This part of TypeScript I don't understand. Yeah, right. So probably this. This is the callback function. Sorry. So that was the callback function. That the second value is the initial value, right? So calls a specified callback function for all the elements in the array. The return value of the callback function is the accumulated result and is provided as an argument in the next call to the callback function. Right. A function that accepts up to 4 arguments. If initial value is specified, it is used as the initial value to start the accumulation. The first call to the callback function provides this value as an argument instead of an array value. Right. So they just have a lambda function, I guess, which takes 2 arguments and returns sum plus weight. Right. And for each weight in the weights array, you have initially, oh god, they're just summing the weights, is it? So they are doing this 0 plus weight, right, for the very first value, right? And it's a cumulative sum, I guess, because then after that what they do is weight plus, so let's say 0 plus weight of 0, and then they do weight of 0 plus weight of 1, right? And then they do weight of 0 plus weight of 1 plus weight of 2. So it's basically a cumulative sum. right? That's what I think is happening. So maybe we can use stored library, some helper function over there, and then they do wait accuracy equal to 0. What is ACC? I hope it's 0. Then they do waits.map wait comma I. Again, they have a callback function here, right? And where does it end? It ends over here. Is it? Where is it ending, by the way? Yeah, here you go, right? So this is the whole callback function, which takes wait and the index. Part begin equal to actual length into wait accuracy. I don't know what ACC means. I hope it means accuracy, but how does it, where does it come from? Where's the wait accuracy coming from? Begin plus math dot float part begin plus comma math dot float part length. All right, so what we can do is we can, so since this is a mathematical formula, we can keep it as it is, and then we can try asking the maintainer what is he actually doing here, and try first, to get some explanation out of it, just to understand it better. Like, of course, he would have done it right. So let's go to 3column layout.ts here, and let's start implementing it, right? So I'm gonna, I think what I can do is I can go to src code engine, and then I can open the layout, and then I can do 3column layout, control V, there you go. Right. All right, so here we have, so void 3column apply, we already have it apply. So right now we're only doing it when tilelabels.size is less than equal to this master size, right? And so if you go here, so this is what it does, split area weighted. And what I can do is layout utils dot split area weighted. I think I don't even need a class for that, right? I mean, I can keep it probably something like, I don't know, how should we do it? I guess this is still fine to just have a split area weighted function and not worry about layout utils here. And then what we do is we pass the master area, then we do, okay, let me quickly see. So we get the area comma list of windows, we got the tilelabels, if tilelabels.size, this is okay. And just to make sure that they get area there, and then they, oh sorry, I was looking at the wrong function, I guess. There you go. Yeah, so this is area comma ties.map, basically they are doing that. So we can do stored map, right? Stored map, we don't have a map, is it? Yeah, right, they don't have a map. So yeah, I mean, we can do for each, and hopefully now we can apply some function, but do we want to do copy if? No, right? We want to change the values over here. And so for each tile, what does it do, by the way? So tiles has a map function. That means engine window has a map function. Where is it coming from? It's a default function, callback function, comma this arg calls a defined callback function on each element of an array and returns an array that contains results. A function that accepts up to 3 arguments, the map method calls the callback function one time for each element in the array, and an object to which this keyword can refer in the callback function. If this arg is omitted, undefined is used as this value. So it can be a value, it can be index, and it can be an array, which is the output, right? And returns u. This arg, right? So what have they done here? This .config.tile layout gap. So returns an array for each tile in tiles. It returns an array of weights. Oh God, why they made it so complicated, right? And then they passed this .config.tile gap, right? So what I can do is I can have, do I have the config here? Then I can do this .config dot tile layout gap, right? We look at it, right? For now I can, Yeah, I mean, let's keep it that way. There will be errors, I know, and then we can have a lambda. Can we do it better? Can we get? I think we can do copy if, and we can always keep it true. Um, no, copy if is not good. Does for each work here? That's my question. So we have tiles dot c begin, not c begin. Yes, c begin, right? We don't wanna mess with tileables here. So let's keep it tileables. Tileables, sorry, let's see n, and then we have it taking an argument window, const window ampersand, right? And then we can have and then we can do this thing where we say but we need to add it somewhere, right? Will for each return something as well. Let's check it here. Right, and let's have a main function right over here, and let's also have vector. So what I can do is I can do ignore it. What's happening here? Yeah, and let's do std vector int vec equal to 1 2 3 4, right? And what we will do is we will do std for each, right? And we'll do vec dot c begin, vec dot c end, comma, we will have a lambda function which takes an integer and it returns a plus 2. So that's what I'm saying, right? Wait, what is this formatting? Blank. Okay, if you want to do this, do it. Who am I to say? Yeah, okay, this is fine. So what does for each say? No mem, yeah, no member. Where is it? I don't know myself. We'll have to see. We'll have to open Chrome, right? And there you go. We have for each C++. No, not geeks for this. We have it in algorithm, right? So we will do algorithm, and there you go, right? So let's take a look at this, right? Applies the function object to each element in the range. Must not modify the order of sequence. Has a return value if it is has a return value. Oh, if it has a return value, it is ignored. The unary function object. Okay, so we should not do C begin here, I guess. I just want to see. So here what will happen, this a plus 2 will be ignored, okay? So, and since we are doing it, probably we can do a is equal to a plus 2. And I hope that this will raise an error. Yeah, it does, right? So what we can do is we can first of all keep it to int ampersand a. It does not raise any error. What I'm curious about is t, right? So let's do g++ check g++ for each. Yeah, there you go. That is good. Right. So I don't think, do they have an example? You should have seen the example. Hey, give me 1 second, guys. What was that? Just a random Chrome window. Ignore, guys. It's safe to ignore. Alright, so we have for each C++. So what I'm looking at is how do we use stored for each over here. So they have an example, I guess. They have auto print which takes an integer and prints it out. Yeah, then they do that. Yeah. So it should edit it, right? I mean, that's what is expected. So if I do, let's say for auto num in vec, and if I do std cout num, right, what I want to see is Will it work? What is the error? Required from here, no match for call to main int char star, lambda const int, expected main int comma char star star here. Near match. So one thing I'm pretty sure is probably it's because of the constant iterators. Binding reference to type int to constant discards qualifiers. Yeah. Hmm. Can I try this, please? There you go. It works. Right. So now you see what I get. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So that means it just edits everything in the vector to a plus 2. Right. So to 1 becomes 3, 2 becomes 4, 3 becomes 5, 4 becomes 6. So that's how we can use that, right? I can probably just minimize it for now. And what I can do over here is, so this looks fine. Instead that I will not do C begin. But are we okay in getting rid of, I mean, we can create a copy, right? Auto copy tallables equal to tallables dot clone. Do we want to do that? Is there anything like clone for window? No. Okay. And we can probably do tallables and we can do copy tallables. Oops. Right, so this is done. Now what I want to do here is I want to come here and do return window dot width. This is not what I want. Clang formatting. Don't tell me it will format it for me like this. Either I'm doing something wrong in terms of, yeah, let it be. It will get fixed later on. Oh, maybe this is why. Now, okay, now it will slowly start fixing things for me. Cool. So we have stood for each, right? Split area weighted. Oh, we don't even need to do this, right? Oh no, this is fine. No, this we should do it separately, right? And what we should do here is, yeah, that we can fix later, and then we can do this split area weighted, and we can have copy tallables here. Cool. This is fine. This is much better, right? So we have split area weighted call being called here, right? And let's see what we can do about it. So copy tallables this dot config dot tile layout gap, and we put the semicolon because I forgot. Yeah, right. No member name config, so we'll have to add that. By the way, do we have mconfig? Did I put that instead? Yeah, we'll have to see. For now, I'll keep it config, but that is one thing that we need to fix. So we need to add a weight. We need to add the config. So let's do that first before we move further. This is the header file we have. Yeah, we'll see about it. Now my point is it takes a config and it makes 3 layout config, right? So we can name it 3 layout config. Okay, 3 layout. This is such a bad name. This is okay. And did you mean to call it with no arguments? Split area weighted. Yeah, that is not done yet. So we'll do this split area weighted, and then we will expect to fix it. So let's go over here and have void split area weighted, right? And which takes what? Which takes an area. Let me just copy this. Should it take something? We'll make it const for now. Then we'll see. My bad. This is fine. Right. And then what do we have? Area. Area is qrect. So this is fine. This is stored vector of window, which is what we saw above. And let's take it by reference. Then we have this 3 layout config, which is basically just so this is gonna be a float, I guess, right? Okay, and I haven't closed it properly yet. Expected this. Oh yeah, oh we don't, okay, sorry. So it is not in the base layout class, that's why we cannot put override here. Alright, so we're getting there. If you go back to this, you don't have any error here, you just have this reference to non-static member function must be called. Did you mean to call it with no arguments? So how do I access 3 layout config? 3 layout config, can I just do this? Guys, if you're here, by the way, you're allowed to say hi, right? That's something that you're permitted for. So yeah, please feel free to do that. And by the way, thank you so much, Sika, for following. Sorry, I didn't see the follows. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have not set it up properly so far. Like I'm still working on getting the Twitch streaming fine, but I hope you know that I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for following, and yeah, that means a lot to me. All right. So we have copy talibas being passed here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is okay. So we'll see about the config that we'll see about that part. Okay. So window.wait. Yeah, that is one thing I like to fix. So for each window, for each engine window actually, you have a wait, right? This needs a better explanation. This has something to do with 3-column layout. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for saying this. Hi. Thanks for streaming. Hi, Sika. Thank you so much for joining. I should thank you. Hope you're doing well and hope you enjoy the stream. Please do let me know if you have any suggestions. And guys, if you're joining in, if you're here for the first time, please consider following. Right. That is something that I would really appreciate. And feel free to chat. Like I'll appreciate that. And if you have any questions, do let me know. So what I'm trying to do over here is I'm using KDE, which is a window manager, right? And then we have a tiling window manager on the top of it. It's called Bismuth, right? And what I want to do is I want to port the code from TypeScript to C++, mainly because if you go to the repo, you will see that in the issues they mentioned that then they need to port the code from TypeScript to C++ in order to support new features. Because it just helps to be closer to the Kvin API and support that better. So that's what I got from the main maintainer. I might be wrong, but that's what the issue says. So yeah, and the main maintainer is really busy because of his work, and that makes sense. He has done a lot for the community already. So it's, first of all, I was like complaining about it. Yeah, I mean, this bug is there, that bug is there. But then I realized, as a developer, as someone who at least has done his BTech in computer science engineering, and has spent a lot of money of his father in his degree. So at least the best this community deserves is that you can help improve things, right? So that's what you can do. So that's what I'm doing, trying to give back to the community and to myself as well, because I use it daily. So yeah, I love to see it improve over time. So window.wait, right? Let me quickly go back to what I was doing. Sorry, I keep getting distracted, but I hope it's okay. So wait. I did GD on wrong thing. Yeah, there you go. Now here, what we need is wait, right? So we can do int. What did I see? It's a number, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a floating point thing because that makes sense. So now at least window.wait is, the error is gone. If I go to the diagnostics I have, I mean there there are a lot, but don't get discouraged. That's fine. In included file there's some problem, that's okay. We can fix that. Reference to non-static member. This.config.tile layout gap, that's something we need to fix. Property tile layout gap. Oh, the spelling is wrong. Yeah, that's okay. We can fix it. This type constructor split area weighted expected this. Yeah, there you go. I think there we did some mistake. What happened, sir? What happened to you? Am I doing set wrap? Right, I'm doing set wrap. Float 3 tile layout gap. Oh, there's this thing expected. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Shit. What I was doing? That is so bad. Okay. Now this should be fixed. We just have this problem over here. It says 3 layout config. Is it not valid if I do this? So um hmm yeah, I mean you can get the 3 layout config, right? What's the issue there? I don't know. 3 column layout is here. That's the constructor we have. So there is an issue over here as well. Constructor must explicitly, yeah, initialize the base class. What's the problem with layout? Is everything layout const bismuth config? Okay. Okay, we'll look at it. I think it's just some C++ thing that I need to learn and fix. So that's okay. By the way, oh, so what this means, oh, so I see what this means. Probably we can do, yeah, I need to see what we can do about it. Can we do layout config here? And what's the error here? Parenthesis word disambiguated is the definition of config with a different type. Yeah. So what does layout take? It takes const bismuth config, right? So if I go over here and if I say this is fine, right? I don't know. We'll have to look at it. Anyways, I think I can get rid of it for now. Okay, so this is just something really bad I'm doing here. And then I think we are done over here as far as only one for the windows which are less than or equal to this dot master size are concerned. I think we're almost done. Sorry. Now this split area weighted, that's gonna return to us some, again, split windows, right? And what we can do is we can convert it into a instead of void we can keep it vector window, and we can keep it still like that, right? So it returns, and we should also make sure that none of them are changed, or we can actually modify them, right? So that's okay. We can keep it void, and we can instead not return anything. So this split area weighted, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do std for each copy talibus dot c begin. No, we don't need c begin. Copy talibus dot dot end, and then we can have a lambda function over here, right? And we can have tile area comma I as two arguments. Okay, qrect tile area comma int I, and then we can have the function defined here which does return, no, it changes, right? So ties of I, so I can do this thing, ampersand copy talibus of I dot geometry. We can do dot set geometry, and we can do tile area, right? Oh, this is okay. There you go. This is fine. So we have done that, right? So what we have implemented so far should work, except the layout config thing. And let's fix that first, right? I think I'm only left with this thing, and then I'll be. Oh, there's a tile layout gap. Oh, wait, what's happening over here? So that's what it was saying. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Shit. Did I add this? Don't tell me I added this. I hope not. Yeah, I hope it's implemented. Yeah, it looks like it's implemented. That is good. Now we also need to change the weight, right? I mean, this weight is never set. So we need to look at where is it set, and then we'll have to play around. So yeah, I can do this. I can search for weight equal to q font. That is not important. Yeah, there you go. Weights dot for each. Weight comma I ties of I dot weight equal to weight into ties dot length. That's what they have over there. This is adjust. That will change it. This function is what? All right. So let's look at this, right? I think it's mostly being changed in the adjust function. So wait. Adjust weights. But what's the default value, sir? What do you have is the default? We'll have to see, right? So let's mark as a to do. What's the default? Also, it's only for 3-column layout. Alright, so I think we are done. That is great. So we have at least implemented some part of it, at least except this thing. Yeah, so layout misses a default constructor. So let's just define it there, right? Sure. I can do that. And config. And there it is fixed. Oh, it already does it here. Yeah, right. Cool. Sorry. So I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. So it's already been done here. And hopefully 3-column layout, yeah, it still gives me an error. Why? Must explicitly initialize, which does not have a default constructor. It does not have a default constructor. What does it mean? Let's go to the Google. Must explicitly initialize the base constructor, which does not have a default constructor. Base class constructor must explicitly initialize parent class constructor. No, that is different, right? The parent class has an explicit constructor, so compiler will not add an implicit empty constructor to it. Additionally, your constructor has a parameter, so compiler cannot generate an implicit call to it. That's why you must do it explicitly. In the child, you should do parent of a. Yeah, that is a little different to what we need. So you have a base class here. You have a okay. Yeah, that's it, right? Class members with constructors must be initialized in the class initializer list. For example, over here. Right, that's what we are doing, right? In the class initializer list. Oh, maybe we are not doing that. So in the layouts default constructor, we say mconfig config. That is right. That is correct. In class derived. Wait, what is this? The compiler will supply a default constructor automatically unless you have defined any constructor for class 1. In that case, the compiler will not supply. You must supply one. Oh, you should do derived base of 1. Oh, okay. I need to read about this. Sorry guys, I'm not really the best out there. By the way, thank you so much Ankita for following. I appreciate it. I don't know how Why did you unfollow though? But that's okay. Now what we have here, we can say layout config. Is that what you want? Nice. Could have sent this to me. I could have done it for you. So much for this small thing. Then we also don't need this protected thing over here. So what you can do is we can go over here and we can say this mconfig, and that will work as well, right? Because now you initialized it. Cool. So this is done now. And we have fixed mostly everything. So let's also get rid of the Chrome window because it's super bright and we don't want to see bright colors right now. All right, so we have done everything, at least for the case when number of tilables is less than equal to this master size, right? So that is done, which is good. We also need to look at these cases, right? We need to have split area weighted. Oh, what about that, right? We have not implemented that function. Yes, there you go. So we should do that here. Void bismuth 3-column split area weighted, right? And we should have area. Sorry. Can you please give me the? I keep creating new accounts to increase the followers. You keep forgetting your Twitch password and then you say that you created another account. Let's be honest here, isn't it? But even though like I really appreciate it. Don't follow me from like don't unfollow me from your previous accounts, as the purpose will not be served. What's the third argument? I should have just copied it. Stupid me. I sometimes do stupid things, guys. You should try it as well. It's good. You know me so well. Yeah. Yes. Okay. What are you up to? What are you guys doing, guys? By the way, if you guys are here, at least 5 people are watching. One is Ankita, second is me, uh, 3, 4, 5. There are 3 more people who are watching the stream, and they have this stage fear that they cannot chat. Come on, guys, come and say hi. Let me know that you guys are here. Feels good, right? No, it doesn't feel good to say hi. Is it something you don't want to do? Try it. Right. So, by the way, anyways, we have to take the gap as well, right? Split area weighted. Oh, I've taken the gap. Where did it go? That is the gap, right? Float tile layout gap, right? So now the thing is that if it will always have some default. I think I can keep it 0. Now what I can do over here is I can have horizontal. We can have horizontal. If if they are taking in horizontal is also an argument which is an optional argument. Let's also take horizontal as false. And let's go here. Bool horizontal. Right now we have it here. Right. Let me create this. Right. So by the way, guys, now I have horizontally. How do you call it vertically split? I feel like this is horizontal split, right? Because because for some reason the split window is drawn horizontally, right? So that's what I feel. Hmm. Right, so what does it do? Right, it just calculates the line. This is basically a tuple. Alright, so we can have stood pair of int comma int. We can have line equal to, if horizontal is true, if horizontal is true, you can have stood make pair area.x, then you can have area.width, else you can have stood make pair area.y, area.height, and you can store it in line. We already done that. Yeah, now we have const parts split weighted, we'll have to call it as well, so we'll do that. Parts is again, we'll see, we'll again have split weighted, we'll pass line weights layout gap. What is it called? Tile layout gap, right? We'll have weights are inputs as well, right? Oh, so that is not copy tileables, right? That is weights. And then you have split weighted. This line is also, what happened to line, sir? So split weighted we need to form, right? So over here I can do this virtual weighted, split weighted, and this time instead of having qrect, because that doesn't, we don't need it, or maybe we could have that, right? I mean, we don't, but it's okay to have pair int comma int line, right? And we can do const, or maybe we will have to change it, I don't know, we'll see. First of all, this is not needed that you pass the names, so we can refactor that quickly. Maybe we could have that, right? I mean, it usually helps for someone who is reading the header file. That's okay, we can have it for now, right? We can say that tile layout gap by default is 0 and horizontal is false, right? So this is done. Now split weighted we need to implement it, right? And then we can go move forward, right? So here we have split weighted, split area weighted was done, so we'll assume that this is done for now, and then we'll move forward so that we don't block this function at least. And then we need to do map. Okay, so we can do stood for each, I guess, for each. No, let's do copy. If I don't know, I want to do both, right? Yeah, let's make a copy of it. We can change. No, we don't have the windows, right? Yeah, we can do that, right? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, well, so what is the equivalent of stud map? Do we have it? Oh, we have it. Congrats. Come on, guys, you could have told me. Oh, this is different map. Oh, sorry. This is not what we need. This is not what we need, right? This is what we need. No, this is not what we need. What does it do? This map does this, define this, calls a callback function, returns. TypeScript map C++. Yeah, think they are using it somewhere. I hope I'm on, yeah, transform. Yes, there you go. Right, so this transform is what we need. Yeah, nice. So we'll use to transform over here. Where am I? Can you please go to a different layout, sir? I think spiral layout is good. Yeah. All right, I'm implementing 3-column layout, but I'm in spiral layout. Take that. All right, just kidding. All right, so here we have const auto parts. That's what we have got from split weighted, and then we'll apply the transforms to transform, right? And as you can see, let's go to strut transform, cause a lambda for each element in this, assign its result to the output iterator, and increments the output iterator. Okay, so you can pass an output iterator as well, I assume. Yeah, there you go. This is nice. This is nice. This is what we needed always, right? So we'll create another iterator for Windows. No, what do we need? We need a rectangle, right? So we need a vector. No, we don't even need. Yeah, we will need a vector of qrect. For each window, we will have output splits. We can call it output area, right? And what we can do over here is we can do weights dot begin, and we can do c begin, because we will not be changing over here, and then we can do output area dot begin, right? And over here what we can do is, yeah, we can write a lambda function which takes do we need anything from weights? No, right? I could have just done the for loop. Come on, guys. Wait, sorry. Yeah, here new rect, right? So all you need is, probably you don't even need an argument, or do you need one? Begin comma length. If horizontal is true, you create a begin. Okay, you need begin, right? Parts. Okay, you need parts, right? So it should be weights. Okay, there you go. This makes sense. So what we can do over here is, let's say it takes let's assume that it's called const is qrect part, and we can say begin comma length. Length we have gotten, right? So okay, what does it return, by the way? Split weighted, it returns an array of number and number. Okay, so it's an array of strut pair int comma int. Okay, all right, so you have to or we can just say strut pair int comma int pair, right? So what do we have here? If horizontal is true, that you create qrect, right? Can I do it that way? Is this allowed? qrect, what happened to qrect, by the way? It takes one more argument, right? I think we'll have to pass the defaults to the header file. Can I have qrect? So it's a class. It has, that's what I'm saying, right? It has x1, y1, x2, y2. It has these constructors: int left, int top, int width, int height. So there are 4 constructors it has. Which one do we need? That is the question over here. 3-column layout.cpp. Over here we have length and area dot height. I think it looks like int so top left coordinates, and then you have length comma area dot height, right? Looks right to me. So yeah, we can and then we can do pair dot second, but no, we will need area dot y for that. We already have area incoming, right? Area dot y, and then we have length, which is going to be pair dot second comma area dot height, right? And there you go. Here instead, here it will be area dot x comma begin, which is pair dot first, comma area dot width, comma and this pair, etc. Cool. What is the error here, sir? What's your problem? Yeah, this is not implemented yet, is it? Right. Also, one thing we should do, we should probably get rid of the defaults here, and over here we should say false 0. And here, can I will it work? Too few arguments, type check call too few args. Why? Because but I told you, right? It has. Do I need to do this as well? Area, weights, tile, layout gap, and bool horizontal. It returns something, no? No, right? Then why do we need? Okay, okay, we'll look at it later. Let's just pass it for now. And let's also say it's horizontal, so that people who are reading the code can get a better idea of it. This is copy tileables, even though this is copy tileables, but this is actually tileables weights, right? So let's actually change the name, tileable weights. We need to do it everywhere, right? So let's just do this, copy tileables, tileable weights. Cool, this is done. And now we are left with, let's just look at the, oh god, so many. This is okay, this is not a worry about, like we don't need to worry about this. I think there's only one. So what we can do is now we can implement void bismuth ThreeColumn. Yes, what's the time? Oh, it's 5 p.m. already. India yeah, the test match would be over by now. India would have lost. So yeah, now I'm depressed. Yeah. Yeah, I mean India lost. That's so bad. Anyways, sorry guys. I'm an Indian. I mean, I'm not sorry for that. Of course, no one should be. But sorry for being distracted. Then you have tile layout gap. Right, so this is what we have over here, and we will just implement it. So just for information, I'm not focusing a lot on this particular function because I didn't understand it because of some variable, which is confusing. Oh, I had already defined it. I just need to get rid of. Do we need horizontal here? No, right? Do we need tile gap here? Yeah. Now what we can do here is split weighted. What's your problem? It does not match any declaration. Stored vector window, weights, copy tileables. Yeah, we should rename that as well. And this is gonna be a const. Does it need to be a const? Okay, we'll decide on that later. Let's not do const for now. Stored pair int, take it as a reference, stored vector window, float layout, tile layout gap is equal to 0. This looks absolutely on point to me. We'll look at it. Maybe some spelling mistake or something. I don't know. Alright, so we'll resume it for now. What do we have? So we have the gap incoming. Tile layout gap is never going to be undefined for us. That's okay. And let's get the length, which is going to be, let's do size t length equal to weights dot length, weights dot size, right? And let's get actual length. I don't know what that is. So that's my problem. With this particular part of code, I need to understand what is happening. Wait, what is length, by the way? So length is basically line dot second. So what I can say is int length equal to line dot second, right? And now I can use length over here minus And now we can do n minus 1, which is cool, into gap, tile layout gap. Cool. So we got the actual length here, and from the code above, you can see what we're trying to do. So we'll get the cumulative sum. Do we have cumulative sum? We'll have to see cumulative sum C++. We don't have it, or we have it. I mean, I know that we can implement something of our own. Let's try to do that. Yeah, right. Typical thing. Partial sum. Is partial sum what you're looking for? What is partial sum, sir? Yeah, accumulate and partial sum. Accumulate this function returns the sum of all the values lying in the range between first and last with the variable sum. Okay. Partial sum, this function assigns a partial sum of the corresponding elements of an array to every position of the second array. It returns the partial sum of all the set of values lying between first comma last. So y is equal to x0, y1 is equal to x0 plus x1. So we just need y4, right? That's what we need. So for example, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, partial sum from a to a plus 5. So it will be b of, we will need probably just the last one because that's going to be the sum. That is expensive in terms of memory because you just need one. Right? So we can result using accumulate a to a plus 3. This is 15 plus 15. Initial sum is 1, right? So I think we can use accumulate. Int sum equal to 0, right? And we will do stored accumulate, right? And we will do weights. We are adding weights dot begin, weights dot end, and we'll just do sum, right? And that's it. So there you go. So you got the sum over here. We can say 0 here, right? And we can do int sum. There you go. This is better. Now I can just minimize the Chrome window. Sorry. All right. So we're almost done, guys. Okay, don't give up. What we can have is int weight accumulation. So this might be accumulation actually. I don't know what this means. So again, we need to do weight star transform. It takes an index, then it does part begin, something about it. So we can, yeah. So weights is what? It's a vector of window, is it? No, wait, it's not a vector of window, right? You get weights, which is basically tileable weights. This is return window dot weight, which is basically, oh yeah, that is wrong, right? Yes, this is wrong. And even this is wrong. Return window dot weight you're doing, and you're then storing it in tileable weights, which is essentially what? Yeah, this is wrong. Sorry. So we need to do stored vector float tileable weights, right? And we need to do stored transform here as well, and we need to do c begin, c end, and we need to do tileable weights dot begin. Sorry. This will be tileables. Cool. So this is done. I think we are good with it. I like it. And then we can change the here as well. Yeah, now this makes sense. So what do you have for me? Yeah, it drops const classifier. Okay. So it says that no, you need to keep it const. Sure, I'll keep it const. Alright guys, so we are almost done, and then I'm gonna drop off and take some rest. For how long have we streamed? It's around 1 hour 15 minutes. Guys, if you're here, please consider following at least. Now these are 45 followers. We need to get to 50 to get affiliated. And we need to continue growing, right? I mean, that's what we're doing. You wanna keep working? But anyways, so we're almost done. All we need is to transform again, right? And we need to go through weights. Weights dot begin. Weights dot, we can do C begin. We don't C end. And we can do, what can we do here? Yeah, we need to return, right? So we can have an iterator which says std vector of std pair of math.float. So it's doing int comma int. Okay. Um right. So probably what we can do over here is output we can just say let's keep it result, right? And we can say result dot begin, right? And then we can have a lambda function which says it takes only one argument here. Oh no, we need wait, right? No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, we need float ampersand wait, right? And what we can do over here is we can say quickly that part begin. So this can be part begin equal to actual length. We had actual length plus weight accuracy, right? And we can have divided by weight sum. Where's weight sum? We did weight sum, right? We did. Yeah, there you go. It is, let's call it weight sum. That makes more sense, right? And then we have weight sum plus I into gap. So it takes an integer I as well. And gap is not tile layout gap, right? Then we have float part length equal to actual length into weight divided by weight sum, and then you have weight accuracy plus equal to weight. Then you have return std make pair. The first is begin plus std float part begin. So wait, what is floor? It used to be seal, and we'll see. What's the, and what is the problem with begin here? It needs to be part. So begin is coming as the pair dot first, right? So it's gonna be line dot first plus this. And what's the problem here? Oh, yeah, we'll just include the libraries. All right, and then you do std floor part length. That's it. And then we include, we do quick fix. We do yeah. Now part length is also unused. So part length. All right, guys, there we go. Let's quickly fix it. Let's go to, where are we? We are in the 3-column layout.hpp, right? Now here we can do hash include math. And do we have floor now? There you go. We have it. All right. That's mostly it for today. We did a lot. Only thing that is left is that this still gives me an error. Split weighted does not match any declaration in Bismuth 3 column. Out of line definition. Hmm. I guess I did something wrong over here. Who will tell me? No one will tell me. I'll have to do it myself. Yeah, I know, right? I know. So split weighted. It's public. Const. Okay, maybe I'm missing the const. Oh, so I was doing area here, but it needs to be pair int comma. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong function. Sorry. Yeah, this is fine. Split weighted stored pair int comma int ampersand line stored vector of float ampersand weights, and then we have a default here. Oh, you probably don't have defaults in the header file. Yeah, I think there's something like that, right? That you cannot have defaults in the header file or in the you cannot or you don't need to have. Anyways, what's going wrong? Yeah. Let me see. Mm. So this looks right to me. Maybe the return type I missed. Come on, guys, you could have fixed it for me. Oh, there you go. So I missed the const over there. That's it, guys. So we have done a lot today. Only thing that is left is parts. What was error, sir? Const. So it does not return anything. Why? It should return, right? So it should return result. It's not. It's not really. Right. Like, let me fix it. By the way, I need to do split pair here. And there you go. There you go. You will have. There you go. This is good. All right, guys. There you go. That is it. That's it from me. Do we have any errors? Member reference base type is not a structure of union. Yeah, right. So tileable weights. Where is tileable weights? Yeah, you cannot do this, right? You need to do tileables. This is good. And even for this, right? Stood for each. You should do tileables dot c begin, I guess. Even no, I mean this is fine, I guess. I guess you can do c begin, right? All right, there you go. We have fixed this as well. So let's quickly look at the. So this is what unknown type. What is the void? There you go. This has been fixed. Oh, sorry. W. This is okay. This is okay. What is problem here? Private log is declared. Unknown type. This and that. This is not our concern. If we build it, it will be fine. All right, guys. All right. So we are done for the day. Absolutely outstanding work. Absolutely outstanding work. This is awesome. See, look at the diff. So beautiful, right? Even if it doesn't work, that is so beautiful, right? Come on, guys. At least say hi now. At least give a follow now. Like, come on, man. Why not? You're better than this, guys. Come on. You can do it. Hmm. All right. Good day. That was a good day. Right. So let's quickly create the PR so that at least the maintainer is aware that we are working on it. Right. Oh, there was something that was merged. Oh no. Yeah. Usually something, anything that gets merged is very exciting. So what was the title I had given to my previous PR? C++ port. Um, three column layout. Right. It's on the top of get neighbor candidates, which is something I will have to rebase later on. Yeah, let's do that now. This is not good. Does it have get closest relative window? Yeah, all of that as well. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. Now I don't really rebase my branches, but we can try. All right, so let's go to cd plus ch1 we console bismuth git rebase git log. What I don't want is, yeah, I want to go back here, commit this, right? I don't want these two changes. In fact, these three changes, right? So I can do git rebase hyphen I. Yeah, there's no wait, rebase to remove, sorry, remove cherry pick commits git, sorry, yeah, I mean, hmm. So you see, earlier this was it. Now A B C D D E F G H. If you cherry pick of one commit, then that becomes ZF. All right, all right, all right, all right. Hmm. Rebase to commit hash git squash intermediate commits. No. So okay, let's try git rebase git log. I want this. No, I want this. So git rebase. Your unstate changes. I can probably do git slash here. Git rebase. Yeah, so I want to get rid of try porting focus dir window. Oh, sorry. What did I do? So I'll try again. I need to, instead of pick, I need to do why. I need to do um drop drop. No, this is not good. Why is it not letting me edit anything? D D. I see, it's just changing everything, man. Let me see. Git log. This looks fine this time. This is cool. Do you? Hey, hi. Sorry, I missed your message. Your setup looks awesome. Thank you so much, Ravind. Do you stream often? Yes, yes, yes. I stream every day. Early morning, 6:30 a.m. India time, and sometimes when I'm available, I also stream in the afternoon or evening when I have time from my job. So yeah, but thank you so much for joining in, and thank you so much for the appreciation, and thank you so much for the follow. I have 46 followers now. We're almost there, guys. Can we get more followers if it's possible? But that's not the aim of the stream, so that's okay. I can directly push, right? I don't know what I'm doing. It says pull, and instead what I want to do is I want to push, force push. By the way, sorry, Ravind, I was just stuck somewhere, so that's why I was not able to respond to you. I hope you don't mind. I hope. Oh wow, I fixed it. Nice. That was my successful rebase, the first successful rebase of my life. That is great. Wow. Awesome. That's all right. Thank you. Okay, that is great. So we have this PR is WIP PR to port 3-column layout with C++ on TypeScript. The apply function has been ported so far. I do have a question about actual length. It means okay, let's not ask the questions now. This will be ready for review. So partially okay. Context, please see port. All right, guys, there we go. Nice work. All right, this is good. 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 Awesome. So we can just get rid of this, by the way, before the reverse says and says why are you editing this TypeScript code. We can also get rid of this. Yeah, I mean, let's just not play around with any of the TypeScript code. I don't want to do that. No one will like it as well. So yeah, let's keep it that way. And there you go. That is it. What did I do? Did I not commit? Unresolved. Commit changes. That's it. There you go. Now we don't have anything in the in the TypeScript code that has been edited, which is awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with me on this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something today. If not, at least you like my setup, so that's great, right? So I can quickly look at pull origin port to CPP 3-column layout just to ensure that everything is up to date. There you go. That is it. Thank you so much, everyone. I am super tired. I am almost really tired. So yeah, thank you so much for joining in, whoever was here. If you guys want to say hi and bye, please feel free to do that. All of these videos are being recorded as well, and these will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you want, you can also please consider following me on YouTube. Let me quickly share the link in the chat. If you're watching the recording, you would already be on YouTube, and so if you're there, don't hesitate to comment if you like the content, and don't hesitate to say hi and bye if you're living somewhere for some work. All right, guys, that is it. This was Kushashish Mali on the Buffet Course channel, which is of course mine. Is I'm not a guest over here. So yeah, thank you so much for joining in. Take care, everyone. Bye, Ankita. Bye, Ravi. Bye, Ravind. Bye, Sika, and everyone who was here. And thank you so much, Ankita, for staying here for all this time. I really appreciate it. I hope you know. All right, guys. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. See you again. See you again tomorrow, early morning, 6:30 a.m. if I'm able to wake up. I usually wake up, but then there are some things that happen overnight, which I can't really explain. All right. Bye 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 bro. Bye Ravind and bye Sika. Bye Ankita. Oh, you guys were here. That is great. Nice. That's good. Good boys. All right, guys. Enjoy. I don't have an exit song with me that will get played. So and I don't sing well. People know it. So I will just quit the stream. Bye everyone. Take care. Thank you so much again. Ta-da.